Hi guys, Robbo46 here. Now, silly season in MotoGP has already started for 2021 and beyond, and we haven't even started racing in 2020 yet. But Yamaha have had one hell of a week already this week. Starting off at the beginning of the week, Maverick Vinales announced that he had signed a 2-year extension to his Factory Yamaha deal, and he will be riding in the factory team for 2021 and 2022. So he's got 3 more seasons, including 2020, with the Factory Yamaha at least. It's a good signing. It's going to be good to see Vinales grow as a rider even more. Last season, he had a pretty strong season, especially towards the end. And he just pretty much needs to sort out his starts. But apparently Yamaha are going to be testing a similar device to Ducati's launch system that they've got, their whole shot system or whatever they want to call it. Apparently Yamaha have developed their own system, so they're going to be testing that at the Sepang test, and hopefully that will help Vinales get good starts, or better starts than what he does, because the starts he's been getting at the moment haven't been that great, and considering towards the end of the race he's one of the quickest riders on track, usually he gives himself just a little bit too much work to do at the end of the race. So yeah, if he can get better starts and use that late race pace, then yeah, he's going to get more decent results. So that was the first bit of news that Yamaha dropped at the beginning of the week. Yesterday, we got another bombshell. Fabio Quartararo has signed a full factory deal with Yamaha for 2021. So he will be Vinales' teammate in the factory team in 2021, which is amazing. I'm really happy that Yamaha have been able to keep hold of Quartararo, because he is an unbelievable talent. He had such a good rookie year. I'm hoping he's going to have an even better year this year in 2020. He's going to have more factory support this season. So yeah, to be offered a full factory contract for 2021 alongside Maverick Vinales is fantastic. Yeah, Yamaha really needed to keep hold of Quartararo, because he is going to be a very quick rider. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So yeah, the Yamaha seems to suit him at the moment, so it's a no-brainer. It's good on both parts, because Fabio's just going to grow with that M1, and then to be able to get into the full factory team is only going to be a good thing. So that's fantastic. Now that does leave obviously Rossi not going to. He hasn't got a contract for 2021. He did say at the beginning of January, the beginning of this month, that he would potentially... He's open to the idea of switching to the Petronas Yamaha team if he decides to race. Yamaha have also released a statement saying that both them and Rossi have sat down and discussed what is going to happen, and they've both agreed on giving Rossi some time to decide what he's actually going to do. He did say last year that he's going to decide his future after the first few rounds of the 2020 season, whether he continues racing or not. So if he has good opening to the season, then there's a possibility that yes, he will sign a contract with Yamaha and ride in the Petronas Yamaha team in 2021. He'll still have a full factory bike and have factory support and everything. He just won't be in the factory team itself. So if he has a bad start to the season, then yeah, there is that potential that he will just decide that maybe now's the best time to retire from the sport, and he might hang up his levers, and that will be it for Rossi riding in MotoGP. And if he does that, he's not going to be out of the paddock. We know obviously he's got the Sky VR46 teams in Moto3 and Moto2. Obviously in the future he's going to want a MotoGP team. So if he does get that, then we'll see him obviously in the paddock running that team. And I do think if he does retire, then obviously he's going to have a more hands-on approach to his actual team itself, and have, you know, more influence over the team. So Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with Rossi, but it's good for Yamaha to say that they're going to give Rossi the time to decide, and whatever he decides, they will fully support him. So whether he decides to go with the Petronas Yamaha, they will give him a full factory spec bike and factory engineers and everything. So yeah, he will still be basically on a factory bike, just it won't be in blue, it'll be in the Petronas colours, and that will potentially be alongside Morbidelli. We're not entirely sure what Morbidelli will be doing in 2021. Obviously, if he has a good season in 2020, there's no reason why he won't stay there. Then obviously Rossi can mentor Morbidelli in the same garage, so that's a good thing if Rossi does decide to continue racing. And that's not the end of the news, because today one of my predictions came true. Last year, after Jorge Lorenzo announced that he was retiring from the sport after having a really, really bad season on the Honda, I did say that Yamaha should hire him as a test rider. And would you believe it, today Lorenzo and Yamaha announced that Lorenzo is going to be Yamaha's test rider. So Lorenzo's gone full circle, and he is back at Yamaha, and he's going to be Yamaha's test rider, which I think is an absolutely blinder of a move, because ever since Lorenzo stepped away from Yamaha and moved to Ducati, that is when Yamaha started struggling with their bike. So to have him go back, I think that he's going to do a good job, and I think that he will be able to help improve the Yamaha, because he's got the riding style that suits the Yamaha down to a T. It's all about obviously the mid-corner speed with the Yamaha, and that is what Lorenzo is best known for. So that is a great thing. Lorenzo will actually be at the next Sepang test, obviously testing with Yamaha. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of lap times he's going to be able to do. Obviously he's still not going to be 100% fit, but it wouldn't surprise me if his name is higher up the list than what it has been when he was on the Honda, because it's going to be a bit like going home and putting on a comfy pair of slippers or something. So it's not going to be as it was when he left. It's not going to feel like it did when he was riding for Yamaha in the championship. The bike's going to feel different, but I think he will be able to steer the development direction in a good direction. And Yamaha have definitely come out swinging this week, and their future is looking very, very bright. Obviously, like I said, you got Maverick Vinales and Fabio Quartararo confirmed in the factory team for next season. Rossi will decide at the beginning of 2020 what he's going to actually do beyond 2020. If he decides to continue racing, then he will have support from Yamaha. If he doesn't, then obviously he'll still obviously be around. He'll probably still help out Yamaha as and when he can. And yeah, Jorge Lorenzo as well. He is going to be there as their test rider, and he will help develop that Yamaha into hopefully a championship winning bike again. And yeah, it's it's really exciting times for Yamaha. Like I said, they've come out swinging this week. It's been a good week for them, and I think that the future is looking really, really good for Yamaha. So the others better start worrying, because they have got one hell of a team lined up at the moment, and one hell of support as well. I did say, after Lorenzo said he was retiring from the sport, I did say, he's not going to go completely, and it would make sense for Yamaha to hire him as a test rider. I actually tweeted as well to Yamaha after Lorenzo said he was retiring, saying pick him up as a test rider, and they have done. So finally, one of my predictions has come true, which doesn't happen very often. Yeah, so it's all looking good for Yamaha at the moment, and it is really bizarre that silly season has started for 2021 already, and we haven't even started the 2020 season. But yeah, 2020 is going to be an interesting season. It will be interesting to see how quickly Lorenzo can help out, and how quickly he can, turn around the Yamaha, because, they do need help, but the 2020 bike does seem to be a bit better than what it was in the previous 2 seasons. So yeah, it's looking good for Yamaha. So guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about Yamaha's news this week and what that means for their future. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave this here, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!
Before going to the podium awards ceremony, let's take a look at the final MotoGP race results. Undoubtedly, it was a perfect day for him. In addition to the victory, his position also earns him 25 priceless championship points. We're picking up again live from the track where the top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the awards ceremony. Each Grand Prix makes its own story, but these guys will definitely be ones to keep an eye on in races to come.